Hello! Welcome to Lexi's Cine Obscura. I want to talk about Beau is Afraid, Ari Aster's third feature film. It's completely different from all of his other movies. Hereditary and Midsummer both take place in about the same location. With Hereditary, it takes place in the family home, and in Midsummer, it takes place almost entirely in the commune. And if you've seen any of my other videos about cinema, there is a video about Ari Aster in the family home. Most of his movies are like very concerned with these ideas of family, and mostly about how our way our families treat us can, destroy us psychologically. But particularly fascinating about Beau is Afraid, like structure-wise, in respect of the time and place, is that it takes place in 4 different locations, which is a total departure for Aster. At the beginning, it takes place in his apartment where, Beau essentially doesn't belong. He's subject to invasion. And then in the second, he's in the family home of a different family that very weirdly starts treating him like their dead son. In the third, he's in a commune. And in the fourth, it takes place entirely in his mother's home, which is also not his home. So in following the line from Hereditary, where at the end of the film, the family home was obliterated, followed by Midsummer, where it opens with the obliteration of the family and their home, and then the entire film revolves around Danny, finding this again. I think a lot of people are not going to like Beau is Afraid. I think they're going to find it alienating. I think that they're going to be upset with the sort of way that it takes place, like entirely within a psychological space, as opposed to taking place like very much in the real world, mitigated by psychological space or what appears to be supernatural in the case of Hereditary. Although, I would say that in Hereditary, the supernatural stuff is most assuredly metaphorical for the kind of like supernatural power that we sometimes feel our families have over us. We can't say no. We can't, sometimes in the worst cases, as with, in Beau's Afraid, we can't even live our lives because we're so psychologically captured by the family. And the critiques of the family and the spaces that they occupy in Aster's films are very psychotherapeutic, especially in Beau is Afraid. And I would say that Aster has probably done a lot of therapy based on the themes that I saw in Beau is Afraid and just the way it was set up. A lot of the criticism I've read is sort of revolving around this idea that they're not, well, first of all, they find the film unwieldy, which, yeah, it's a little unwieldy, but it's also like quite, it's very thought out. The criticism seems to revolve around this idea that having issues with your mother is not heavy enough to make a 3-hour picture about, and let me tell ya, anybody who's ever had a mother would fundamentally disagree unless they're in pretty serious denial. The other thing that was really fun about Beau is Afraid was just the like tremendous attention to detail in the background stuff. I want to watch it again just to read all the stuff in the background, especially in the first part in the city, in the family home, in the second chapter. Like there's these oil paintings all over the wall. They might be acrylic, I don't know. But there's paintings all over the wall, and all the people in the paintings are like silhouetted and have their back to the viewer. I love details like that. I put it in my own work. If you have watched my animation, The Forest Fox, which I posted a couple of days ago, there's quite a few like written things in there. Anyway, I might do a video essay, like a proper one, about Beau is Afraid once I have, access to the actual film and can edit a video essay with it, because right now it's still in theaters. Highly recommend Beau is Afraid, 3.5 stars. Absolutely. Anyway, so hope you liked my first video with my face. And bye-bye. Have you seen Beau is Afraid? Let me know in the comments what you thought of the movie. Did you find it exciting, frustrating, crazy, and weird? And let me know if you want to hear more first impression videos. I'm looking for any excuse to go to the movies.